Sagittarius, welcome to this general reading. My name's Clive, you're watching Emery's Tarot. If you like my videos, please feel free to contact me on the email in the description box below. It is there if you click the more button. I'll be more than happy to drop you all the information. Okay, so without further ado, what's going on for the sign of Sagittarius? What are my Saggies up to? There's a challenge coming for you, but one you'll enjoy, Sag. There's a decision here on where your loyalties lie. There's a building of a nice lifestyle coming up. You know, I'm getting here straight off the bat, whether you're married or not, whether they're married or not, this is adapting to a changing situation. You're putting your point of view across. Queen of Cups. Wow. Challenge is Tower moment. Sudden revelations, sudden feelings. Okay. I'm picking a flood of emotion here. You making a decision. I'm picking up here there's the breakup of a long-standing situation. Okay. This could be with divorce or whatever. Okay. Maybe you're married and separated and finally put in that divorce paper. But there's a breakup because there's new love here. Love, a new person that you want to be with is not the problem. Okay, the emotions are not the problem. It's the collapse of old ways. Whatever your situation, it was kind of going on thin ice. It was crumbling away. It was like walking on a beach and the sand was moving from. It's like you're climbing a sand dune, and every time you put your foot in, there's nothing solid. It kind of slips away. Wow. You could even get an apology, or you're apologising to somebody for the delay or whatever. I'm picking up a delay, a delayed action here. There's been love here developing in your life for a while. Okay. But because of relative situations, relative circumstances, okay, this is a delayed action. Yeah. Four of Pentacles. Somebody's tried to cling to you, or you've tried to cling to somebody else. It doesn't really matter. There's been this clingy energy. It's perhaps been due to finances. But there's some kind of apology for a delay. Like I say, it could be you giving one out or you receiving one. There's definitely, you've realised who your soulmate is. So there's a very, very strong pull. You've been making choices secretly to yourself about relationships. You may have even been dating and, you know, you've got a lot of attention, more attention than you want. It's kind of like with this tower moment, you've decided to give up an old lifestyle. Somebody here has convinced you, you know, I'm kind of getting you've been rejecting them, but they've been very persistent. It's like they've been trying to prove something to you, trying to convince you of something, trying that a relationship should work. They've realised it's a soulmate a long time ago. Whether you have or not is irrelevant to them. They've just kept pushing. But you've been in self-protection mode. I'm kind of getting here, this is maybe somebody you've been dealing with for a long time. It's an ex, you've knocked them on the head, you've tried other things. Either way, I'm with this town moment, okay, you can stop pushing, I'll give it a try. But I must point out to you, if it kind of, if it doesn't float my boat, I'm not playing anymore. This is kind of like a final try. Yeah, you decided to take a step back. Like I say, self-protection mode. and then all of a sudden you've got a recharge of energy. Somebody has convinced you of something. I don't know what they did, but they've convinced you of something. They've convinced you that this can actually work on a practical level. This, as I keep saying, despite the circumstances. You might even be living in a different country to this person. They might be married, you might be married, but despite that, there's sudden revelations. It's like you've broken your silence here. You've been ignoring for a long time, you know. Start of something new. That looks a terrible card. I personally, as an Aquarian, like this card. Do you know why? Because it's an ending. And with that ending, a new beginning comes in. Or there's always a new door opening. Okay, the universe doesn't just do this to you and leave you there. Of course, it doesn't. Now, there may be a flood of emotions in this tower moment. This is simply me. This is simply the universe is saying to you, you know, lay low while things calm down after the storm. You know, it's also representing something new. You know, you may have been feeling betrayed. This certain kind of betrayal here, feeling stabbed in the back. But most of all, that Ten of Swords is mentally whatever's happened in the past with you and this person, right, you've come to terms with it. It's like, okay, we're willing to give it one more try. I'll still get it with final one more try. That's why I see that as a good card. You're not being persuaded by them. You're moving when you're ready. Because the Ten of Swords to me is not. Doesn't matter how much somebody talks to you. You'll move in your time, kind of thing, when you're ready, because you've realised that you're on a different. You're moving at a different pace through life to the person you're dealing with, and you're working to within the confines of your situation. But it's I'm kind of like breaking the barriers here. I'm getting an enormous sense of relief. It's been a painful journey for you. I don't know, here with this Four of Pentacles, I'm kind of going, despite the persistence, it's kind of like it's been very, very erratic, this relationship in the past. And both parties have been hurt, but nobody's spoken the truth on how they actually feel. But it's like you've got a different feeling towards this person, or somebody's got a different feeling towards you. I'm picking a lot of air energy. Somebody's going to come rushing in anyway. They've finished, I don't know, they've finished something here. They've ended something to be with you. Despite the challenges between you, they want to be with you. You've been considering your feelings for this person for a long time. Yeah. Empress. Now, yeah, you might be partnered, you know, on paper. You might be married, but I'm picking here something to do with a parent. For one of you, there's a specific message here about parents. I don't know, maybe you've had a row with your parents or parent, and, you know, somebody has decided to offer the olive branch. But your journey through life is being realigned. Usually with the Knight of Swords, is it's ending one situation and the beginning of another. But I'm kind of getting here that you're ready to fight for the differences. This is Nine of Wands is persistence as well. You're ready to pick up the fight despite the challenges, but because you're in a different frame of mind and a different feeling, and there's been revelations here, you, you feel you've got something to fight for, something worth fighting for. And the Knight of Swords is usually solving one problem and bringing in another, but another problem that you can handle. a lot easier because of your temperament. There's certainly an opportunity presenting itself. The only danger here is I can see is because of what you've both been through in the past, some of you could get rather apathetic and ignore this altogether. Some of you will. Some of you will let it go completely. It's going to take an awful lot of strength and courage and willpower to follow it through, which is that Leo card, the strength card, because I've got 2 4s here. It's like you come in full circle on yourself. You've gone from self preservation, right? You've gone through all this and now you've kind of reevaluated it and it's not so bad, or somebody is reevaluated, and it's like rather like that. The cliche anticipation is a long, many times worse than the event itself. But with this, but once you're certain on kind of getting, you will take the initiative. It's like you'll call somebody's bluff. Say, okay, you've been talking to me, you've been persuading me. Right. Now it's time to start doing. In other words, you're taking the initiative, you're taking control. It's going to be kind of on your terms, at least for a while. It's not that you're not going to get equality, but it's kind of like got to be on your terms, because there's trust issues here, and this, after recovery, after this, whatever it is you've ended, you're bringing in something new. It's like you're letting somebody in, at least arranging a meeting, but this time you want reciprocity. I'm going to clarify this tower. All the problems between you two, I'm kind of getting finding solutions. The universe is throwing you together because there's unfinished business. It wants you to sort yourselves out. It doesn't want you to spend the rest of your lives arguing. So whether you continue with this relationship or not, Sag, it's kind of like, at least you can move forward with some form of completion. Whatever it is you've been battling for, you're going to succeed on getting. It does come with a consequence, though. To follow the route of your soulmate, it means giving up on something else. That's it. Bye for now.